You're also watching Breakfast Central on News Central. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. And if you're outside Nigeria, feel free, head to Twitter. All right, let's talk some business this time. And now we can head straight to Angola, where we hear that there are reports that the country is set to invest $600 million to increase the electricity capacity in the southern region next year. Now, Angola's Minister of Energy and Water, that is João Baptista Borges, while speaking to the press at the end of his visit to the southern Huila province, said that the negotiations are underway with the African Development Bank and Spain concerning the project's funding.
Now we have our business desk editor, Nas Agbalaya, to discuss the impact of this developing story. Good morning, Nas.
Good morning, guys. Great to be here.
All right, morning, Naz. Well, this is quite interesting. $600 million to increase the electricity capacity in that southern region. But first, Naz, what is the general capacity in terms of electricity in Angola? Is it epileptic like places that you and I are used to?
Wow.
First, Angola has a bit more, rather better supply than that place you mentioned, which I do not want to corroborate.
The place you're in. All right, go on.
But it is still imperative that the capacity is improved, which is why this is happening. Now, when capacity is improved, when there's more electricity, you do know that small and medium-scale entrepreneurs are able to thrive. We have seen that happen in Kenya, we have seen that happen in South Africa in particular, and also places like Egypt. Now, when you have more electricity, more businesses will be able to start, and of course, the cost of doing business will be much, much lesser, which is one of the reasons why Angola is doing this. Of course, that will, of course, bring in more foreign direct investment. More companies will be able to start set up in these places, particularly the fact that this particular project will connect areas which had not been linked perfectly on the national grid.
Now, Nas, I mean, I'm bringing this story down to Nigeria. I'm just trying to place it side by side to what we have spent in Nigeria. Now, in the past 6 years, according to what the Vice President came out to say, 1.3 trillion naira has been pumped into the electricity sector in Nigeria, and we are still having the epileptic situation and saga. What exactly are we not seeing properly or doing right?
The reality, the sad reality, is that we have not had the real political will to ensure that Nigeria has uninterrupted power supply. Yes, money has been earmarked, money has been spent, but how and where are these funds being deployed? For instance, Nigeria has a large landmass, particularly in the north and middle belt. It is a no-brainer to have wind farms there, to have solar farms in those places. Now, this would have, to a large extent, reduced the cost which Nigeria has spent. Unfortunately, all this money have been literally down the drain pipe, I mean.
All right, Naz, before we let you go, all right, $600 million, we hear there are in negotiations and talks. According to the energy minister in Angola, there are talks with the AFDB, which is the African Development Bank, and Spain. So how is this money going to be channeled? What's the metrics here?
Well, the money will be used in generation and transmission. Because if you generate, you cannot transmit to the end user, it is a waste. And also metering the consumers so that what they have is what they pay for. Now, African Development Bank will give them a part of this facility. And now Spain, interestingly, also is interested. It's quite interesting because Angola was colonized by Portugal, but Spain is trying to ensure that they have more foreign presence. It is a quite good thing because this will pay back in itself. As the money, as the project starts and to start metering people, they will reap their rewards like 2 or 3 folds.
All right, Nas, again, just before we let you go, away from Angola, let's talk about business in Nigeria. We hear Peugeot and automobile plants in the country. What's the latest surrounding that story?
Interestingly, now about 2 years ago, Peugeot Assembly Nigeria had new investment, literally $150 million. Now, this will ensure that the plant produce premium brands in Nigeria. Now, according to the Kaduna State government, who incidentally are now partners in this wonderful project, now more new cars will be made in Nigeria. Now, as at last year, 400,000 fairly used vehicles were brought into Nigeria, as against about 48,000. Look at the gap there. So with this project now, which by late this year or early next year, we'll start producing cars, there'll be more new cars will be available. So the issue of having stolen cars or cars who have a short lifespan, which of course leads to loss of lives, will be out of the equation. And also, Nigeria can also export to neighboring countries like Cameroon, Benin, or Niger. So it's a wonderful thing. When this thing comes online, this project I mean, Nigeria can earn further revenue from these cars.
Right, Nas, while all this sounds so fantastic on paper, when it comes to reality, it's a different ballgame. When it comes to cost of purchase, looking at the currency we have and looking at the fact that this product will be imported, their parts will be imported into Nigeria, it all comes to play and it gives us a sketchy reality. But thank you so much, Nas. Thank you so much, Nas, for your contribution on that. We will be following up on the updates.
Great to be here, guys.
All right, so that's our business desk editor giving us the latest in terms of Angola's electricity, investments and Nigeria's Peugeot plants, perhaps new jobs on the horizon. Well,